I mean, Michelle is like the chatbot queen. She's like the expert, like when it comes to anything chatbot marketing. And she's going to be showing you some stuff today. I mean, everybody knows about the search, find, buy. Like that's Amazon's frowned on that. So everybody's like, what do we do to rank now? And there's a few strategies that have popped out there, but Michelle has this thing figured out. She's going to show you how to rank anytime from anywhere, and actually maybe even get paid for ranking in the process. And she's got a special URL that's like working like a charm. You know, there's another mastermind that I'm in that's a high-level mastermind, and he shared this in his mastermind, and they tweaked it just a little bit, did a couple cool things, and it's blowing people's stuff up. She's going to share that with you. So, Michelle, we're super excited to have you here. Glad we got all the technical stuff worked out. You look great, and I'm going to turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. And it's such an honor to be here, guys. So good to see you if we haven't met before. My name is Michelle Barnum Smith, and I'm excited to share with you some goodness here. So let's get the slides going. All right. Okay. So hopefully y'all can see that. So obviously, just, you know, there's a lot that has happened, right, in the last 6 months as it relates to Amazon's terms of service updates and, you know, rebates essentially being vilified in the space. And I would argue that before the TOS updates, it's not like Amazon was ever okay with rebates or any kind of rank manipulation or review manipulation. So keep all of that in mind as I present to you today, because these are lessons that we learn over time. And, you know, like Kevin said, I've been in this space for a long time. I've been pioneering the use of chatbots for ranking and external traffic since 2017, where we've seen like literally the life cycle of ranking, where we've done deep discount coupons with two-step URLs, rebates with search, find, buy and two-step URLs, add to cart campaigns, treasure hunt contests, you name it, we've done it, we've created it, we've run them through chatbots and gotten, you know, really great experiences with them. But Amazon is constantly changing, obviously. So we have to be able to keep up with that and adjust, pivot, change, and take advantage where advantage can be taken, right? Who's with me? So when it comes to that, there's you know, kind of shades of, I don't know, gray when it comes to ranking campaigns. And, you know, there's like the deep black hat stuff. And then there's the stuff that's a little bit more casual when it comes to ranking and Amazon's terms of service. We've definitely done low discount offers as well when it comes to ranking. So late last year, we started to notice something interesting with ranking. We noticed that our launches and re-ranking campaigns were performing equally well. There was no honeymoon period needed. It's, you know, typically in the past, it was like, oh my gosh, we have this new product that we're launching. We have this honeymoon period, this 21-day window, whatever it might be, to make the biggest impact on our product possible. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't still take advantage of that. It's definitely the case. But there's still huge opportunity even after that 21-day window to influence the rank of your products. And I would say the majority of the campaigns that we run, that our sellers run through our platform, are re-ranking campaigns. And so to say that launches and re-ranking campaigns were performing equally well where there's no sales history, that's a huge statement right there. Also, previously, when you would run a ranking campaign, if you had a relatively attractive search term with search volume over 20,000 monthly searches, things like that, you'd be giving away anywhere from 25 to 40 sales per day to hit your target rank for your keywords. And we've seen that drop to less than 5 sales per day per keyword. In fact, that's where we recommend you start. And we'll talk about recommendations here in a second. We also noticed that the days to rank dropped. So it would typically be that you would run a ranking campaign for a minimum of 7 to 10 days just to get like on the board, right? You'd run the campaign for a minimum of 14 days to hit your target goal. We're now seeing that you can get on page 1 in 3 to 5 days and get to, you know, ideal positions above the fold in as little as 10 days. So really the time to rank has just evaporated as well. All good things, right? These are all amazing things that we are seeing. So here's some examples of what I'm talking about. And I want you to pay attention to these, kind of like the data ranges and things like that. So this search term had 15,000 monthly searches. For this campaign, we were running less than 5 rebates per day. Less than 5. I mean, who isn't inventory sensitive right now, right? Supply chain issues, inventory restrictions, all these things. So we don't have inventory to blow through. So with selling less than 5 per day, that's great. And this particular seller jumped from position 261 to 1 in less than 5 days. And this was not a new product launch. This was an existing listing, okay? Out in no man's land for this keyword and really got some traction. Here's another example. We're doing combined monthly search volume of 53,000 monthly searches. Once again, less than 5 rebates per day per keyword, and jump from nowhere to position 1 in 7 days. And if that isn't convincing enough, take a look at this one. This one's pretty crazy. 130,000 combined monthly search volume, less than 5 rebates per keyword per day, and jump from position nowhere to 1 in 3 days. So this is what we were seeing. These results were very typical of all the campaigns we have been running. And we even got similar results when we weren't using rebates. So here's some examples. This was a campaign that was just a traffic campaign. We weren't even trying to push sales. And basically we got this seller above the fold from a ranking perspective. This was a 14-day campaign. Here's another example where we ranked 3 separate products and their keywords. So it was like 3 products in 1 ranking campaign. You can see here the traction that we were able to get fairly quickly, by day 3, essentially. And this campaign was only 7 days long. And here's another one. This one's super recent. This was just last week, so I decided to throw it in as well. This was a rank jump from nowhere, from position 82 to 6. This was a seasonal promotion campaign where they were running full price offers and a 14-day campaign. And you can see the jump from 82 to 6 there. So what the heck was going on? What is going on here? Essentially, Amazon is rewarding traffic. And like Sean talked about earlier today, there's so much opportunity in leveraging external traffic to get traction with Amazon when it comes to rank. So we kind of figured out this basically simple equation for getting this rank and getting this traction with Amazon. Essentially, we have one of our EasyBot campaigns with our EasyBot URL plus a traffic source of choice, and that equaled the easier, faster, and should I add cheaper ranking that we were seeing and continue to see. So let's talk about kind of the elements and break down each element of this equation. So what types of campaigns were we using to get these results? So the first are just general promotions. There's, like we talked about, like rebates all, have been vilified by Amazon and I would say the Amazon community. So here's a bunch of general promotions that you can run to get results. You can run low discount offers to your Amazon listing, non-seasonal offers, single-use coupons for deeper discounts over, I would say, 40%. On listing coupons, you just have a clickable coupon that's available on your listing, or a strike-through discount that you're promoting. You can combine this for layered offers. You can combine all of the above, like a coupon code plus an on-listing discount, or like a clickable coupon to maximize your discount offers there. Cross-sells are amazing. If you like this, you'll love this. Going back to your list with something like that, especially if somebody's come in through a product insert where what they originally purchased, then you can really, help cross promote and showcase what your campaigns have to offer. Birthday offers are huge. I don't have time to talk about these specifically, but I'm going to give you guys a little tip in the competition later. So if you guys like it, vote for me when it comes to your birthday offer campaigns. Okay, lightning deals. lightning deals are a great promotion. Deals of the day are, kind of fit in there as well. If you have deal of the day campaigns, you can definitely leverage this as well. Buy one, get one. That's, another example of Amazon offers that you can generate and drive traffic to, okay? So here's just an example of this where we're just promoting a lightning deal to this list. Get 40% off for the next few hours on Amazon. Click here to get it now. And off they go to go get that offer. Okay. Seasonal promotions. We just had Valentine's Day. This is a huge gift giving holiday post the post Q4 holiday season. We have spring break coming up. If you have a spring break related product, you should be prepping for that. Easter is another gift giving holiday. Mother's Day, the other biggest gift giving holiday of the year, is obviously coming up. There's lots of work to be done there to get your products positioned and ready to go. Memorial Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. I don't need to name them all. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and then it was like National Chocolate Cake Day like a couple weeks ago. And if your product has a made up holiday that you can leverage, you do it, my friends. You take advantage of those. And here's just some examples of campaigns that we've run where we're promoting those kinds of things. We had a Secret Santa deal. I mean, around the holiday, like the Christmas holiday, especially, there's any number of types of campaigns that you can run to get traction and present offers to your audience, to your list, whether that's, and we'll talk about traffic here in a second. I get ahead of myself. I get excited. Okay. Here's some other types of campaigns that you can and should be running, especially if this applies to your space. Rebuy reminders. These can be broadcasts or automations tied to different funnels. Basically consumable rebuy reminders. Hey, how's your supply running? Those types of things. Subscribe and save offers. And these are great to combine with any kind of product insert campaigns that you are putting into place. It's things to think about beyond just the initial review request. And here's an example of this where we have, a client tying a rebuy reminder and a rebuy campaign to a product insert here. Good numbers all the way around. Okay. Well, that's fun. Let me fix that real quick, guys, so we can see it. I'll just delete it. Okay, so obviously then we talked about kind of, I guess, general types of campaigns that you can run, and then there's like these specific, with the intent to launch and rank, right? We'll just say that with the intent to launch and rank. In EasyBot, we have a non-API connected manual rebate flow that still works very well. Add to cart treasure hunts are very effective. General coupon offers. In fact, the add to cart treasure hunt example that I shared was the 3 products ranked at the same time flow chart, if you remember backwards. Very effective in getting some traction. General coupon offer, deep discount offers. These are all just examples of, intentional ranking and launching campaigns, right? Okay, so here's an example, and I deleted the other one so that we could actually read the text, okay? So with those kind of campaigns in mind, so remember the formula. It's campaigns plus traffic plus EasyBot URL equals this kind of ranking benefit, right? So what kind of traffic can you use with these campaigns? Really, any traffic source can be used, whether you're running, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, influencer campaigns, PR efforts. If you're going to create any kind of traffic, like campaign tied to a traffic source, this formula applies and can be used. It's not just like, hey, it's only under these circumstances. It's like, no, the sky's the limit when it comes to the type of traffic that you want to be running. Now, our preference is Facebook and Instagram ads, primarily because they are consistent and scalable. Like, we know we put money in, we can see the results, and we can scale up or pull back depending on those results. We never send traffic directly to Amazon. And this is like a really important point. Like, I would never say, hey, use traffic plus the EasyBot URL, primarily because Amazon's a black hole when it comes to communicating back with other advertising sources. So if you're running a Facebook ad directly from Facebook to Amazon using the EasyBot URL, it would, the campaigns inside of Facebook, inside the ads management, you're not getting those results back into Facebook to report the data and to automatically improve your ads, lower your costs, those types of things. We always want to run those through chatbots. Number one, so we can build a list. Number two, so we can actually track results. And number three, so that we can have, we can follow up on the original offer as well as go back to those people with additional offers, right? All good things. We're always like doing these things. And for the people who actually run ads and understand kind of the universe in and around Apple's iOS update, and now Android is making updates where they're essentially, giving us users the right for apps to not track us, right? I'm sure you guys have all seen that notification, especially if you're an iPhone user, where it's like, ask app not to track. If anybody clicks allow, it's because you're a marketer and you just want to see like what they're doing, right? Everybody is asking apps not to track. We don't want to be tracked and all those things. But by running campaigns this way, it still allows you to see the results of your campaigns in a very effective way. Like with Amazon hasn't been sharing data forever. So the fact that now, iOS users are not sharing data and now Android users is not a big deal as long as you are capturing those people in a list somewhere first and not just sending them direct. Hopefully I haven't beaten that dead horse, but it's important to understand. Also, when it comes to running any type of ranking or launching intent campaigns, especially if you're running a rebate or a super deep discount, to use non-branded pages. This is for a variety of reasons, but first and foremost is that we don't want to dilute the brand value in the eyes of existing customers. We want, if you've invested in building a Facebook audience or an Instagram audience and you are, requesting full price purchases or low discount offers to that list of people, you don't want to start diluting those offers or bombarding those people with super deep discount offers unless you're doing liquidation. That's a scenario. But for the most part, you want to keep those people segmented and focused on low discount offers or full price purchases. And so if you're going to be doing anything that is a high discount or maybe a rebate of some sort, then you want to keep that on non-branded pages. And also because Facebook's weird sometimes and can shut down Facebook pages. That was like a big early 2020 thing. So we're seeing less and less of it all the time, but it's just a word of a piece of guidance from somebody with a lot of experience. All right, so let's talk some examples here. Essentially in this example, we've got, a knee brace that we're promoting and launching here, and they click the ad to learn more. The chatbot flow commences, and people we essentially, are building a list in 3 channels. We're building them as Facebook Messenger subscribers. The flow itself is requesting their email and their SMS information. And we love that. And we would never have been able to get that if we just sent traffic directly to Amazon. So hopefully the lesson learned from this slide is do not send traffic directly to Amazon. Okay. And here's another example of an ad. All right, the other traffic source that we love is, once again, after you build that list, to go back to that list. You have this audience that you have, already, shown to deliver value to them. That is why they join the list in the first place. So it's your opportunity to build brand value by going back to that existing audience with additional offers, and to do that first. So if you have, if you have a campaign or product launch coming up, you go back to your list first with those audiences, and then you supplement with cold traffic from Facebook and Instagram ads. And, it used to be one of those things, and having been doing marketing for 20 years, people are always talking about how big their list is. Oh, I've got a list of 50,000 people, 100,000 people on my email list, all these things. And it's just like, if you're like, I don't have a list like that. How am I supposed to make any difference in my brand or launch or do these things when I don't have a huge list? Well, guess what? You don't need a big list to make a big impact. I'm going to show you some examples here in a second. It's also really important to segment your offers by the audience and channel that you're using. So if you have a product insert and you have people joining your list from that product insert, those, once again, are your full price buyers, or at least your Amazon buyers. And you need to understand them and know what they're interested in, and curate offers and things for them specifically, versus if you are driving cold traffic and you've built a list from a bunch of rebate offers. Those are two very different segments in your audience or in your list. And so if you're staggering and building a launch campaign, then you're going to go to your Amazon buyers first, or your previous your customers first, with some low discount offer, right? You're going to go and use them first, give them that opportunity to buy your product again, or a new product. And then if you need additional traffic, you go back to the segment of your audience that you attracted with deep discount offers. And then if you need additional traffic on top of that, then you go to something like Facebook ads, Instagram, with your deeper discount offers. And you kind of layer your campaigns in that way. And here's some examples of what I mean by, a little goes a long way when it comes to your list. We sent this offer to 57 people, had a really great deliverability rate, and, a good click-through rate. And we kind of dripped this out over the 10-day period and got ourselves ranked. Not a big deal. Here's another example. This was sent via email. Less than 59 emails, less than 60 emails per day being sent with this offer. And look at the open rate. That is not industry standard. Industry standard for email is like open rates is like between 10 and 15%. Click-through rates are less than 3%. So, you bring value to your list, they'll bring value to you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I can't see the chat. I believe you guys are out there and that you're connecting with my message. Let's just hope. I'll find out in a second. All right. So the key to all of this is the EasyBot URL, just kind of like Kevin talked about, and that the person in his mastermind talked about as well and shared with him. So the key really here is the EasyBot URL, and how the EasyBot URL works is essentially redirects traffic to appear like it's coming from an external traffic source such as Google, and it provides our setup and our URL provides a unique identifier with every link click, and essentially masks or anonymizes original referring sources. So if anybody's worried about running chatbot campaigns or Amazon, seeing ManyChat as a referrer or Messenger as a referrer, when you use this URL as your call to action, it masks all that, it anonymizes it, and obviously makes it look like Google is the referring source. And with our EasyBot setup, essentially we've built in Amazon attribution as well, so you can make money back on your ranking campaigns for any sales that you drive to Amazon. Who wants to make money on their ranking campaigns? Woohoo! Yeah, me too. Okay, so essentially best practices when it comes to setting up these types of campaigns. We recommend that you run no more than 5 keywords at a time. That's kind of the sweet spot to keep it in and under. And essentially the search volume that you're going after per keyword is less than 20,000, especially if you are not running rebates where you're not necessarily able to guarantee that you're hitting your target daily sales per keyword per day. So essentially when it comes to traffic only campaigns, say you're running an add to cart, a giveaway contest, treasure hunt, or even just a low discount offer that may not have a high conversion rate, you want to essentially target traffic to get at least 25 link clicks per keyword per day. So when we're talking rebates, we're saying 5 rebates per day because those are converted sales. But when we're talking traffic, we're going to 5x that and essentially say, okay, we want to make sure that we're hitting at least this many link clicks, because it's the traffic through the URL that makes the biggest difference. But you still have to have conversions on the back end, just not as many as, previously discussed. And then you want to drive traffic for at least 7 days or until you achieve your desired results. So, if you have, an email newsletter that you're sending out, that's probably just going to go out one time, in maybe that week or a month's time. That's not enough to get the ranking benefit that you need, right? You need kind of some consistency. If you're going to do something like that, where you're going to email your list, I want you to segment that so that you have an audience, maybe 100 to 200 people that you're sending out to over a 7-day period of time, with the offer in it, so that you can get that consistent traffic that you need. Everything here is about consistent traffic through the URL. Once again, make sure that you're connecting your Amazon attribution, and then you utilize our Google redirect for maximum results here. My dog's visiting. All right, and then use the EasyBot URL anywhere you would use a URL as a call to action. Hey, lay down. Lay down. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. All right. So how are we looking on time? We good? Okay. So let's go through an example of a setup here. Okay. So here we have our EasyBot dashboard. Our EasyBot dashboard looks like this. You go to URL Builder, and then you go on Create Short Link. And we're just going to name this BDSS test. Your redirect mode, you have some options for sequential, weighted, or randomized. I like weighted because usually I have an opinion on which keyword is more interesting and attractive. The EasyBot URL works for any Amazon marketplace. So if you, beyond Amazon.com, if you sell in any of the other Amazon marketplaces, this works. It works everywhere else. So you can definitely leverage that. And then use the Google redirect here. I'm not going to get into the Amazon attribution setup. We have a whole training on how to do that. But let's just grab an example here. This is the deal of the day product today. So I'm just going to copy that ASIN, plug it in here. Oops. I'll just do a couple of them. And then this is, I don't know, electric kick scooter, maybe is the target keyword that we're going for here. And we'll just do kick scooter. So we have some differences. And then I have to do math live. Oh, that's terrifying. It has to add up to 100%, basically. So I'm just going with 2 keywords because that's easy. You can add as many keywords as you like, but I mean, really, we prefer that you use only, for our campaigns, like we said, up to 5. Okay, then you click on update the short link, and then this is the URL that you use in any of your campaigns, whether you use any of our EasyBot campaigns or you're driving your own traffic. So then essentially the user experience, and you can just copy and paste this. This is the secret sauce right here, is the lack of forced redirect. By clicking on this link, the user, essentially is taken directly to the product page. And then I'm going to be nice and just add it to cart for this particular seller. So I give them a little bit of conversion rate. I'm not buying it, but just so you understand how that kind of all plays out and how it all kind of works. So easy, right? Like very simple and easy to use. You're not having to like build these URLs or figure out how to build them on your own. Just really quick and easy to use. Okay. All right. So, I mean, essentially that is my training. So to basically sum it up, my company with EasyBot, we have our launching and ranking campaigns. We're focused on omnichannel communications, supporting email, SMS, and Facebook Messenger. And, our goal is to help make easy setup and scheduling for your ManyChat audiences. So for our BDSS viewers today, we've got a 20% off if you guys use the code BDSS at checkout, or you can, get 20% off the EasyBot membership there. We have a $1 14-day trial as well. So you have plenty of time to check it out and give it a go in your own campaigns.